Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So on today's video I wanted to create a cute Valentine's Day look for you guys. All the things that I will be using, from shadows to brushes to all the products, will be listed down below just because I don't have everything with me at the moment. So right here I'm just gonna be packing in my eyeshadow base, and then moving on to my transitional color. You're just gonna see right here on how I like to get started. So now I'm gonna start building up my colors. Pretty much I'm gonna be repeating the same step of packing it in and then blending it out till I like the intensity of it. Now I'm going to be taking this pigment from Dose of Colors. I love how it has a primer with it already. So right here I'm just going to be placing it on the lid. That way it could be a base for my shadows. Now I'm going to be placing my shadow. I'm really packing it in since I did apply that primer. I don't want to do swiping motions because I don't want to move the product. So I'm really packing in the shadow. That way it could really adhere to it. I feel like it's very important to use base. It doesn't matter for shadows, for brows, for face. It's a very important step if you want a long-lasting makeup. After applying that shadow, I'm gonna go back with the one I use basically on the outer lid, just to give that gradient effect, not just one color, making sure that everything's blended out. And I'm gonna be doing the same thing on the other eye. So going back with that pigment, it's so pretty. I'm gonna be packing it in on the lid, and I love this brush. I use it for my pigments, my glitters, or my pressed shadows. It's so dope. You guys need it. It's so easy to remove the products from it, so I really recommend it. And now I'm going to be working on my lower lash line. Basically, I used all the shadows that I used on my crease, and most of them are from the Masquerade palette from Juvia's place. Like I said, I'm going to be listing everything down below. Moving on to the face, I'm gonna start moisturizing my face. This is from Embroily's. It's actually a moisturizer primer, so you could just, use this product and move on to your foundation. But me, I like to apply another primer, but I really recommend this product. It's really good if you have really dry skin, dry patches, or even like that you got sunburn. This will help you out so much. Moving on to my primer. This is another moisturizer primer from Smashbox. I really need to focus on moisturizing and priming my face, since I do have dry skin and I do have dry patches. So the more hydration but also priming my face, it's going to create that smooth surface for my foundation. Now this is my favorite foundation. I don't use much. It looks like a lot, but it's not much. I mixed 2 shades. It's from Danissa Myrix, if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But it's extremely full coverage, so you only need a little bit. Basically that was like half a pump or less from each foundation, and I really love dabbing it in with this nice flat kabuki brush from the Makeup Shack. This is another favorite of mine. The more you pack onto your foundation, the more coverage you're gonna get. So if you guys are looking for something like that, go ahead and try this technique. I'm pretty sure it will work out for you. Now for my concealer, I did use something light just because the foundation covered up a little bit of my under eyes. And this is actually another foundation from her. And I'm gonna be using another foundation from her for my bronzer. I do have like 7 shades from her. They're bomb, so you guys really need to try it out. And you guys already know me, I love doing a base for my powders so I could get a long lasting effect. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Moving on to my setting powders. This one from RCMA, and I'm really packing it in on the under eye. I just don't place it. I really blend it in like if it was a concealer. I feel like a lot of people have trouble with this powder, saying that it's too patchy or it's too white. If you really focus it and blend it really in your skin, I promise it won't give you that. Now for my bronzer, I do use a setting powder. This is one of my favorites. A lot of people ask me how do I use it because it's a little orangey. So just a little bit goes a long way, and I don't apply too much. Now here I'm going to be dusting off all that setting powder under my eyes and also blending everything out. Now for my contour, I like to go with the Bahama Mama bronzer and a smaller brush just to really focus it and not get it everywhere. So now I'm gonna bake and make sure that I keep it clean. So yeah, I use my beauty blender just to really bake my bronzer and then my nose contour. So moving on, I'm gonna be dusting off my powders. I don't leave them on for too much just because, like I said, I'm more on the dry skin, So the more powder I leave, the more my skin is going to become dry. So right here, I'm just going to be applying my bronzer or my blush. I really like to go with more of a peachy or bronzing tone. After, I'm going to be applying my highlight. How bomb are these highlighters from Ofra? They're one of my favorites. And of course, one highlighter is not enough. I'm going in with this one. I forgot the name of it, but it's from the Balm. I will be listing it down below. I got it as a gift and it's so pretty. I feel like it complements from a medium to dark tone. Did apply just a tiny bit from the Artist Couture glow powders in the shade Conceited. Just a very tiny bit, just because it has like glitter flakes. Now moving on to my lips, I'm gonna be applying this lip liner from Italian Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Nude Beige. Now for my lipstick, I'm gonna be using Velvet Teddy. I'm kind of upset because my son smashed it in the wall. Now for my gloss, I used Boy Bait from MAC. It's really pretty. It's not too nude, not too chalky. Since they are a little pigmented, it's so pretty. So that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video.